Illuminati. Full of contents. Introduction. Pre-Illuminati organizations. The Luciferian doctrine inside the mindset of the Illuminati. Why are the Jews always blamed? Fixing the fight. Mainstream media. Economic control. Non-fiction books. Purported Illuminati texts. Alleged defectors and victims. Activists and eyewitnesses. Aliens and reptilians. Mentions in mainstream media. Documentary films. Snuff films. Sex magic. Fictional books. Games and collector cards. Fictional film. Television show references. Corporate logos. Music references. Solutions. Illuminati controlled organizations. Bibliography. Preface. The Illuminati, Facts and Fiction is a book that separates and analyzes the various claims and evidence about the Illuminati, their history, beliefs, members, organizations, and activities. This is a supplement for my first book on the subject, The Resistance Manifesto, which focuses more on the New World Order, the 9/11 attacks, Big Brother, and how the political agendas of elite secret societies are fulfilling Bible prophecy. The Illuminati, Facts and Fiction focuses more on the Illuminati secret society and historical evidence pointing to its existence and actions. The trail of information discussing the Illuminati is traced back to the original sources, as each one is analyzed with regards to its authorship and the information found in each source. This book is also about debunking various frauds, exaggerations, and disinformation involving the organization and also highlights the rare instances that the Illuminati or subsidiary organizations are mentioned in mainstream media or incorporated into fictional films, books, and TV shows. The motives for the writers incorporating such ideas in their fictional works are also analyzed. Their intentions are not always to educate people about the Illuminati or tell a captivating story, but instead is sometimes an attempt to spread disinformation and make the audience believe that certain actual conspiracies are the creation of Hollywood or a novelist, when in fact they actually happened. The deeper one goes down the rabbit hole, the more bizarre the information becomes. When one is new to this path, what appears to be a misunderstanding, an exaggeration, or a lie, often is found to be factual and thoroughly documented by reliable sources. In this book I have taken an objective and skeptical view of the topic and have sifted through the volumes of information to get to the truth and the sources which lead to its discovery so we can leave the fiction, distortions, and lies by the wayside and not be fooled or distracted by them. While some of the allegations and stories about the Illuminati sound far-fetched, you will find, as the cliché goes, the truth is stranger than fiction. About the author. For most of his life growing up, Mark Dice had a burning desire for understanding the spiritual and mystical principles at work in the world and in his own life. His quest for truth, knowledge, and wisdom lead him on a path to find answers to the difficult questions one can ponder when seeking a comprehensive understanding of their existence. He searched for answers to the struggles of humanity, of war and poverty, of love and hate, of wealth and power. His hunger for knowledge led him to discover a powerful secret society and their pivotal, yet hidden role in the world. He found that the mysteries of life and world events were not so mysterious once he began to understand the workings of the Illuminati. Mark meticulously researched and documented his findings to share with anyone who had the same burning desire to understand the world and their place in it. In 2005 he published The Resistance Manifesto, his magnum opus exposing the hidden Illuminati's plans for a new world order and the organizations and philosophies that accompany it. He immediately became active in exposing the lies coming from the elite Illuminati who maintain political power around the world. While being only 28 years old when the Resistance Manifesto was first published, Mark immediately gained the respect and endorsement of best-selling authors twice his age. Veteran researchers Jim Marrs, Texie Marrs, Anthony J. Hilder, and other younger filmmakers such as Alex Jones gave their endorsement to Mark and his manifesto. Mark has a gift for explaining esoteric and complex issues in a way that can be easily understood by almost anyone and meticulously cites the sources of his evidence. While having respect for all authentic religions and belief systems, Mark Dice is a Christian and holds a bachelor's degree in communication. He lives in San Diego, California. Introduction. The infamous Illuminati secret society has remained the focus of so-called conspiracy theorists for hundreds of years. They have been called the puppet masters who secretly pull the strings of the world's events, from elections to revolutions, and from business monopolies to stock market crashes. A significant number of researchers and ordinary citizens have varying degrees of suspicion that somehow, somewhere, a secret agenda is continuously lurking behind the scenes. When unexpected events occur in the world, these people don't see them as a random occurrence, but as the work of an unseen hand which has orchestrated or encouraged these events to happen for the personal, professional, or financial gain of certain individuals. Often such speculation is given the label of a conspiracy theory and dismissed as imaginative thinking. Yet many of the world's events don't make complete sense, even to the so-called experts who study them. Something is missing from a solid explanation. There is more to the story than meets the eye, but these supposed experts are often afraid to speculate on what that missing piece of the puzzle is. People look at catastrophic events like the attacks on the World Trade Center on September 11 and wonder how such a thing could happen without law enforcement and intelligence agencies knowing about it. People look at the mortgage collapse of 2008 and the following economic repercussions of bank failures and government bailouts and wonder how such a thing could happen. People see their standard of living going down and a two-income household barely able to get by and wonder how can this be? People hear on the news that child molesters and rapists get out of prison after only a few years, yet others are locked up for decades after getting busted with some marijuana. So people turn to the television to keep their mind off such things. With the push of a button, their mind is relaxed with the soothing images of watching beautiful contestants compete to be the season's American Idol, or they get an adrenaline rush as their favorite football team scores a winning touchdown with just seconds left on the clock. These things make sense to them, and it's what others will talk about the next day at work, and if they want to feel connected with others, then they had better participate in these pointless activities. The fact of the matter is that when you step back and take a closer look at the world that we are living in and at what really matters, at the sources of information we habitually rely on, and assemble various pieces of this mysterious puzzle called life, a different picture begins to emerge. What should be the top story on the evening news is mitigated to a small and unsuspecting article in the back half of the paper and is completely omitted from broadcast news. What should be contained in celebrity gossip magazines is found as the top story on the major TV networks. Why does this happen? When one discovers the very concrete reality of secret societies and their influence and power, one begins to see things much differently. When one discovers, as in recent years, the growing credible information about these secret societies, their membership, goals, and accomplishments, one sees a gaping hole in the legitimacy and accuracy of mainstream media and general knowledge. Any talk about a conspiracy or secret agenda being carried out by an organization of rich and powerful men is almost always countered with laughter by the average Joe who mindlessly follows the herd. Is it that hard to believe an organization of powerful men has made a pact with each other to secretly further their agendas? Is it that hard to design a self-perpetuating structure that would allow such an organization to continuously function regardless of who specifically occupies any one position at any given time? Is it far-fetched to think that these individuals would purchase and control the mainstream media and use this powerful tool to further their goals? One of the first reality shows ever created was called Survivor, which began airing in May of 2000. The show featured 16 people who were put on a secluded island and competed for